We are really watching this friendship fall apart, and it's just sad. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we are doing another Insecure discussion on episode 4. Yeah, episode 4. We're going to be talking about Molly and Issa. We're going to talk about Condola and Lawrence, as well as a little bit of stuff with Tiffany. So let's just get into it. So Tiffany finally had the baby. Y'all been getting on to her all season so far, asking when the heck she's going to have this baby. Listen, pregnant women, they are like pregnant forever, okay? Trust me, I got aunties who literally have been pregnant for almost a whole year. She finally has the baby, a baby girl. And, you know, they also highlighted like a mini PSA about, you know, Black women in childbirth, because they talk about her birth experience and how her and her husband had to basically cuss out all the doctors and nurses to see what was wrong with her. And it turned out she had a blood clot. And had they not, Tiffany probably would not be here right now. She probably would not be here, or she would have had further complications where she had to endure more surgery and be in the hospital longer. So I love how they threw that in there. And I like that they also include the fact like, yo, you know, we see kind of a softer side of Tiffany here because, you know, Mama could have died. You know, we see her with her daughter. Y'all, that was the chair. That was the sound you heard. That was my chair. So, yeah, I'm glad that they highlighted that in there. Let's get to Lawrence and Condola. So, it's been about almost a month since Thanksgiving, and Lauren and Condola have not been on speaking terms. Condola has pretty much ghosted Issa in regards to the block party because she's trying to get in touch with her. They're 1 month away. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done when it comes to like this kind of festival type things, and Condola is basically ghosting her. And y'all remember the last episode, she kind of gave Lawrence that rabbit hole question, and he didn't give her an answer. And I see it as unfair for making Issa suffer the brunt of it. Like, y'all gotta communicate on this shit. And I know Lawrence was going to tell her, but it just wasn't he didn't have the right moment to tell her. But he really needs to tell her because this is affecting her business. Like, Issa's been working on this for over like 1 or 2 seasons now. And one of her artists, you know, School by Q, that fell through. And, you know, she has to deal with that on her own. So, Lawrence, I don't know. Honestly, he got me mad He got me mad when he confronted Issa about it. He should have just texted her about it. And now he got me mad for not being upfront to her, saying, hey, our relationship is kind of affecting your work relationship. And it's just like, damn, Lawrence, like, I'm mad at Lawrence and Condola. If you both got a problem, talk to Issa about it, okay? Don't be ghosting. Don't be hiding behind the bushes and acting like everything's fine when it's not. When you see this girl basically trying to hold it together on something that she's been working on for so long. Now let's get to Issa and Molly. We really just seen this whole friendship fall apart. Now, they have not had their discussion yet. They have not had self-care Sundays in a while. You know, we saw them kind of get into about the parking space. And, you know, Molly just putting her 2 cents into everything Issa does. Like, everything that Issa does pisses her off. Like, my God, like, her going outside to talk to Lauren, she just assumed something was up, even though it was a work situation. Like, you're putting it out there that they're sneaking around. Like, no, there are exes can be mutual and be on good terms after a certain point. They broke up like 2 years ago. I mean, whatever timeline this series is. I mean, it's been like a little over a year, right? And, you know, they can come to a mutual agreement. And besides, she's working with his girlfriend on a business matter. And then when Schoolboy Q fell out, she's like, I'm like, can you support her? Like, you see that she's been working hard on this project, and you think it's her fault for basically, you know, this happening. Rather than support her, you just gonna be Miss Negative Nancy. Like, come on. Molly annoyed me so much in this episode. Like, if you got a problem, just say it. And then you have Issa talking to Kelly and Tiffany basically saying, hey, has Molly talked to you about me behind the scenes? They're like, yeah, and y'all two need to talk because you two grown women who can't have an adult conversation. And Tiffany and Kelly are tired of being in the middle, okay? I've been in a friendship where you have 2 friends that are beefing and you have the mutual friends that are trying to not take sides but keep it like copacetic, but they're really just tired of all the fighting going around. Like, honestly, I feel their pain. Then we got, you know, Molly and Asian Bae. They're having conversations about their relationship. Issa calls. Also, side note, can we talk about the Beyonce DM? I'm like, Issa, be realistic here, okay? However, if Beyonce's in the episode next week, I'm just gonna be like, Issa, you did that shit. But no, I shouldn't be daydreaming like this. So she want to be realistic. So Andrew, who works with Rock Nation, she decided, hey, let me talk to him. I feel like Issa should have gone for Andrew, knowing that her and Molly are not on good terms. That's where I fought Issa for that, okay? And also, I feel like Issa could have gone with other options rather than immediately go to Molly, because that would have caused more trouble, which ended up happening. And after her and Andrew have her conversation, she calls Issa back. You know, she was looking forward to her call so she can vent about her problems instead of talking about their problems as a friendship. And basically, she's like, I'm not going to call him. I'm tired of you. You're unreliable, childish, all the things in the book. And she hung up. I'm like, wow, at least you're being honest, Molly. And honestly, I know this block party is going to be a blow up. I already know. Because Molly is going to be same old Molly who's going to nitpick everything. And we see Issa, you know, basically, you know, we're going to see, based off the promo, we're going to see Issa, you know, basically having a good time with Kelly and Tiffany. You know, Tiffany's going to go on her first outing since having the baby. And, you know, she's going to have a good time. And she's going to be proud. And, you know, she's proud of having this accomplishment. And I already know Molly's going to be hating. That's how it is. I'm not trying to be, you know, Team Issa, Team Molly, but just like, I feel like in this friendship, it was due to have a breaking point because Molly thrives when Issa is on a low. And we have those friends that are like very successful, and then they have the friend that's kind of just trying to get their shit together. But, you know, Issa, who is on, you know, a high, who is on a couple of wins, she's finally getting somewhere to where, like, finally, I've worked so hard on this, I'm getting somewhere. And then you have Molly, who's basically self-sabotaging herself and feeling some type of way for not being the center person who's, like, being praised all the time. So, yeah, I already know next week's about to be a whole mess and a whole blow-up. I know we're getting 10 episodes this season, so, yeah, I already know next week's about to be the blow-up, but I don't think we're going to see a resolve by the end of this season. So, yeah. Anyway, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bells when I'm, to know when I'm out with a video, because YouTube playing games. Anyway, it's your girl, peace out. More love. Have a great week and stay safe.